Hi again, everybody. It's Miss Rickenberg, and I'm back for the last Panther State of Mind Award for the year. We are presenting it to Miss Staci Miller, but she was nominated by two teachers, Miss Conley, aka Senorita, and Mr. Clapsettle, our choir director. So the two of you, I don't know who wants to go first, but why did you nominate Miss Staci Miller?
I'll go first. Staci is not only a great teacher, she's my friend and colleague, and I've seen everything she does with ag classes, FFA, everything. And she's just a wonderful teacher and person and works very, very hard at what she does.
I pretty much echo that. I just thought I'm impressed with how she's done kits for the kids that, don't necessarily have personal care products and, the meals for students that are, that might be not have something to eat. And just organizing all of her classes, running over her classes and all the different competitions she does. I think I've done a few competitions because of choir, and it's pretty amazing. She does. I have no idea how many competitions she does, but it's got to be over 50. It's like almost every week of the year, it's a different competition, or actually more than one. So.
Right, and when you said care products for the students, what do you mean?
Having underarm deodorant and feminine products for girls, I believe, and just toothpaste and just whatever they would need, because that's not always something that's available at home, or maybe they're just not aware of the need for it either. So.
And is that supplied to them? Isn't there like a flyer in the bathroom, and there's a QR code so our kids can scan it, and then it's discreetly brought to them? That was all started through our FFA program.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome.
So I know they feed a farmer, so FFA students during planting season and harvest season both, they go out and they have like a little sack lunch that they give to farmers in the field, so that way they don't have to quit doing what they're doing to get their crops up to feed America. I think I got this right, that the senior officers also travel to our Oakwood location about once a month, and they have a mini FFA program over there teaching the students what they need to know. Yeah. So that way they come here prepared and ready to join. Our FFA is huge. I also know this year for Right to Read Week, it was reading as a musing, and our FFA worked hand in hand with our Paulding Elementary students, making little crafts and growing flowers for Mother's Day. Which is right up her alley because our greenhouse is outstanding. If you haven't visited, I think there's a sale going on.
She also does the Adopt a Family at Christmas time, where they buy gifts and pick up gifts for the kids and families. And I helped with her national chapter application, so I learned more about what they do, and it's a lot with the school and the community and everything. So, and they do the program during fair with the
where everyone gets to show. And they get to show an animal.
They get to show. They're teamed up with an FFA member. They learn about the animal, show them, and how to show them, and they get T-shirts, and then they do all kinds of things with that.
So Staci Miller and our FFA have wide hands around our whole community, and it's awesome to see, and it's well deserved.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, just
great person, and
congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well deserved. Back here again, I am this time with Mrs. Bradford. She is the assistant FFA advisor, so she works hand in hand with Mrs. Miller. And I'm going to go ahead and let her explain a lot of the things that the FFA does that we may not know about.
Yeah, so my name is Jennifer Bradford. I've been working with Staci for 3-4 years now through the FFA. And when I first started working with Staci, I had really no idea what FFA was. I come from Cleveland, so not really a farming background of any kind or agricultural background of any kind. So I kind of was just helping out, and Staci has taught me everything that she could possibly teach me. And with that comes a greater understanding of how much Staci actually does for our FFA. On the outside, it may not look like a lot, but Staci puts, countless hours in behind the scenes to prepare for things like CDEs, to make sure that all of her classes are run well, to make sure that our leadership team is prepared and successful. So she's in, at 7 in the morning for meetings and things like that. She's taking kids to events in and outside of school. She's working on things after school, on the weekends. She's just extremely dedicated to the program.
Okay. So being unfamiliar with what CDEs are, what are they? And can you give us some examples?
Yeah, so CDEs are career development opportunities, basically. And so they are kind of like a contest, and they're in just a variety of areas. So some of the ones that we participate in Paulding are job interview, soils, different things like that. And so basically we have to coach the kids in these different areas, and then they go and compete against other FFA chapters. And so a lot of that entails, early morning practices. So the kids will come in early before school, like 7:15, and they'll work with Staci and I to prepare for these contests, and then they'll compete and then hopefully make it on to, more and more competitions.
Okay. Are there any other programs or things that the FFA does around the school?
The FFA is involved in absolutely everything. It's kind of crazy, actually, how many places that you can find the FFA. Just recently, last week or a couple weeks ago, we had our Right to Read Week, and FFA was down in the elementary school working with all of the elementary classes for that. They do things like the petting zoo during the school year. They do different fundraisers. They do, just recently, they had a fundraiser for giving gifts to local families for Christmas, things like that. So they're really just involved in pretty much every aspect of the community.
Okay. And I know one of the favorites from the students are, see if I can say this right, it's FFA Week.
FFA Week, yes.
And it ends with, what is it called? The
Ag Olympics.
Ag Olympics.
Yes,
so
yes.
FFA Week in general is a lot.
Yes, yeah. No, FFA Week is wild. There's a lot of things that go into that. And every year, Staci's just trying to, increase the things that they do and trying to make the program and the community and the school just better and better. And so, last year we implemented a farmer breakfast to show appreciation for all the farmers. And we just kind of try to do all of these different things. And Staci's really the pushing force behind all of it.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, Staci's an amazing person to work with, and she is one of the most dedicated people I've ever met.
Miss Miller, come stand up. Miss Miller, come over here. Okay, guys. You're right there. Right there? Okay. We have something for you. We were told to give you.
Aww, you are the winner for the month of May.
Aww, thanks. You're awesome. Oh, wait, do you want to
Thank you.